So let's chat about the resilience levels at bedtime, the emotions at bedtime. What is something we as parents can do to help them process that emotion at the end of the day and help them wind down and get into a more settled mind frame?
It's a really good question, actually. And, maybe something that could be factored into the transition activities or the quiet sort of, story time period right before bed. Might be things that focus on the emotions, the child's kind of perception of themselves and their self-esteem, some really positive things that can then set them up for a really sort of in a nice place for sleep, I guess. Things like affirmations, can be so nice and positive to go through, with younger kids. And people might sort of think, oh, they're too young, like how are they going to understand these? But really it's about giving them that opportunity to understand it and open up some conversations that, I can say positive things about myself and, that's probably going to change how I feel. So it's really, giving them that opportunity to be in control of their emotions a little bit more. They're not going to walk away sprouting affirmations, 24/7, but it is part of that learning process.
Yes.
So it can be a really lovely way to sort of, introduce it to them.
Yeah, and we spoke a little bit earlier about children who might be worried about certain things at bedtime. Does something like an affirmation help change that narrative in their head? Is it switching gears for them?
Yeah, it can be so helpful. Yeah, and like you say, particularly if it's something that is relating to the bedtime, like I don't want to be in the room by myself, or I don't want mum to leave the room. It really can help with that kind of thing because it's giving them, I guess, that chance to express it, reframe it, think about what strengths they've got that can help them get through it as well. And having that conversation with your child really can, I guess, provide a bit of a narrative for, what bedtime can be. So it doesn't have to be, I'm scared of being by myself at night. It can be, sleep helps me feel confident tomorrow, or it can really be about showing them that you can actually change that outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really love that. And for the parents as well to have or to reframe bedtime, which can be so stressful, and like you said, they're tired and you just want your kids to go to sleep so you can have some time to yourself. I guess in a way that helps the parents as well to give them some coping strategies about reframing.
So, I might be practicing mindfulness or relaxation, with my child, and, I might actually reap some of the benefits from that. And it's kind of the same with things, like affirmations, that if we're going through that with our child and thinking about those positive statements, that we'll probably start to benefit a little bit from that as well. And then that can help us get through, the rest of the evening.
Yes, absolutely. So earlier you mentioned seeing a child and acknowledging their emotions can be quite helpful for them. So, the example of, I can see you've had a bad day, or, you feel quite upset, and that's okay. How can affirmations help in that sense?
Yeah, I feel like they give, I guess it's a chance to acknowledge what's going on for the child in their life. And, practicing or talking about affirmations, saying those little isolated experiences like bedtime, it's giving the child then a chance to maybe be able to utilize those phrases at other times as well. So it might be, I love my body at night time. That's what we're talking about. That's, the affirmation that we might have chosen to focus on. And then that might be really helpful tomorrow when, their friend has won the running race, at childcare.
Yes.
And, might be really down on themselves. And then, maybe having that reminder that actually remember you love your body and does a lot of positive things for you. So it can kind of open up conversations that can really help kids to have that positive thinking style.